The successful resume, how you're going to have a wonderful career with it. Dear guys, today we are going to have the perfect resume sample. Do you want to learn how to get more job interviews and secure the position you want? If so, you need to look at the perfect resume sample. Your resume will serve as an employer's first introduction to you. As such, it can influence your ability to make it further in their hiring process. A great resume will communicate your skills and work history in a way that highlights why you are perfect for the open position. Master the right format. The right resume template for you will depend on your personal situation. You will always want to start by placing your full name, address, email address, and phone number at the top of the page. Then, if you just graduated from school, you should include a section on your education right under your contact information. List the name of your school, your major or and minor, and the years you attend. Then add some bullet points that describe what you learned and the skills you gained. If you haven't been in school for a while, you will place this section at the end of your resume. The majority of your resume should focus on your work experience. So start with your most recent position. Mention your official job title, the company you work, and the years you worked there. In 3 to 5 bullet points, explain your responsibilities and what you achieved. You have to remember one thing, that your resume shouldn't exceed the length of a page. Most employers don't have time to finish every single resume, so they won't read yours if it is too long. You can also make it look more professional. These comes a variety designs, and you can customize your resume to meet your needs. Resume writing tips. A resume is not just a document. It showcases your skills and education to the employer and makes a huge impact on your job opportunities. That's where you need to be very good in knitting a tailor made resume. So, it is important to create a good resume with all the required data in the required format. So, check these tips that can transform a perfect resume, a medical resume into a perfect one to kickstart your career. Let us go with resume writing tips. As far as the saying, first impression is the best impression goes, an individual must leave a good impact on their first meetings. That's how first impression is your resume itself. Hence, the role of good resume comes into play. The first impression a job seeker leaves on the recruitment team. So the employer look at your resume. So you need to give an indelible impressions to the employer. A few things can bring an enormous change in your resume. So that's why you just have a look at the tips for a better resume. You have to design templates, clear career objectives, readable fonts, prioritize relevant information and achievements, simple format, and proofread. So, guys, let us have a look at design templates. Using design templates might help you overcome a few common mistakes and it will save your time. So that's where I suggest you to go with a design templates. You will not have to worry about margins and spaces because as it is a design template, moreover, templates are designed with headings and subheadings so you will not miss out on any important information. Even the design templates gives a good look and good looking. Clear career objective. A career objective gives the recruiter a glimpse of your goals and professional ambitions. Take your time and think about your goals. Write them down in an effective and clear manner. So, career objective it should be clear cut, and you are writing about your goals when write them down in an effective and transparent manner. Avoid copying from the internet because express your ambitions in short, simple sentences, and copying from the other resumes, they won't look like unique. Use powerful and optimistic vocabulary which gives an formal look and an official look like. Readable fonts. Select the font style and size that is simple and easy to read. Most probably, we go with Times New Roman or Verdana. There is an ample number of font styles to choose from. So, or else any other font you like to have, which gives an immense look. The employer must be able to read your resume clearly without any struggle. That's how you need to go with the readable fonts. A resume with a decorative or stylish fonts that are hard to read is likely to land in the trash. Remember this. I tell you once again, a resume with decorative or stylish fonts that are hard to read is likely to land in the trash. Prioritize relevant information and achievements. Your resume represents your education and experience, which will be helpful for the job position. Highlight the necessary information, achievements, and skills. So, you need to prioritize the relevant information and achievements. Even if you have an experience of 15 years, assume the employer would be interested only in what you bring on the table. They are interested in your skills and experiences that would help you succeed in your next role. Believe that you are applying for the next role, job role, at where you are going to enhance your career. That's how you need to knit your resume. Revise, eliminate the necessary details, and organize according to the role you are applying for. So, for every job role, the resume should be made such as with which the employer gets an impression to take you in. Simple format. A hiring manager spends a few seconds on a resume, so keep your resume brief and organized such that it draws attention to your skills, abilities, achievements, and strengths which are relevant to your job profile. Try to use headings and subheadings to make a distinction. Try to not exceed 2 pages and keep it concise. Most probably, they go with short and simple format, that is KISS type. Keep it short and simple, like this is the format, everybody likes it. Either a page or two. Proofread. Do not send your resume before proofreading it. You know, even you cannot go for any function without beautifying yourself and without making ready yourself. So according to the wedding function, you dress your makeup fits like as it is. You need to make your resume ready before sending it to the employer. That's how proofreading is very much important before it. No matter how careful you are, taking a few minutes to read it again is always a safe option for you. So, proofreading and editing multiple times will only help you improve your resume. You may also ask your friend or family member to help you how good your resume is. You can remember your resume is a marketing proposal and your first introduction. That's how you need to, you know, sell yourself and market yourself or market your profile in the marketing scenario. You need to have first impressions always. First impressions is the best impressions. So remember, your resume is a marketing proposal and your first introduction is a job card entry like. You have to ensure that you'll bring value to the table and help the organization achieve its goals. It is not only about you but also how you will be an asset to the team. For instance, when you join, what are the job roles you are going to have, what are the responsibilities you are going to possess, how you are going to obtain them to achieve. Any trainings whether the company offer you during the initial stage to get standardization and stability in the job, like what are the projects you are going to have for 3 months and 6 months or within a year, how much you are going to reach the targeted line like from the company. Based on that, you need to value and bring worthiness to your resume so that the employer can get a nice impression upon it. So you have to prepare it with the utmost attention and be careful to provide all the relevant details, succinct relevant details superbly. Planning to get hired? There are tons of job seekers out there. What are you doing to stand out from the competition? To make sure you are noticed, create a resume or CV that will captivate recruiters instantly. Why not try something different like a CV or resume which gives a wonderful career? The globalization of jobs means you are not only competing locally but also with global applicants. Landing a job has never been this tough. No matter what your credentials are, your resume is your first step to score an interview. While a traditional resume or CV is sometimes enough, a stunning CV or resume in visual both can level it up. So you need to make your resume stunning. Let us go with what a visual resume today. Why even use it? A resume in PowerPoint is a non traditional way to present your resume. With a multi slide presentation, you can convey your credentials more creatively and powerfully. We are not saying that you need to ditch your traditional resume, you just need a creative addition to complement it. Human resources and talent acquisition staff receives tons of job seekers every day. They are probably bored with all the look-alike resume applications. A visual resume in PowerPoint will instantly catch their attention, thus helping you stand out from the crowd. Yes, you can even upload it to SlideShare for instant online presence. So you can make your resumes according to the need base. But of course, take into consideration the industry you are in and the company you are applying to. A resume PowerPoint is highly recommended for those who are looking for a job in industries, in IT world, and in companies that embrace creatively like fashion, filmmaking, and advertising. If creativity is part of the job description, then it is about time to learn how to make a resume or CV in PowerPoint. This is the most traditional format. It emphasizes an individual's career progression in reverse chronological order. Let us learn more about chronological order resumes here. Format 2, functional format. Chronological resume, you have to put them all the enlisted lists in order to make a chronological resume. Functional format, skill based. A skill based resume highlights an individual's functional and technical skills over work experience. While work experience is included, it's de emphasized by omitting time periods. Format 3, combination format. Format 3, combination format. You have guessed it correctly. The combination format incorporates some components of reverse chronological and functional formats. It's like the functional format, but instead of focusing on skills, it focuses on chosen qualifications. But it still includes work experience in chronological order. For more in-depth look at combination format resumes, listen to this. Step 2. Add your personal details and contact information. The next step in how to make a resume in PowerPoint is to gather all your personal information, include your personal professional background, education, honors, awards, and other necessary accomplishments. While personal details are important in any resume, it's a skill to discern when to give information and when to hold back. Here are our recommendations. The next step in how to make a resume in PowerPoint is to gather all your personal information, which includes your professional background, education background, honors you received, awards you acquired, and other necessary accomplishments. While personal details are important in any resume, it's a skill to discern when to give information and when to hold back. Here are our recommendations. Required contact information. The required contact information at where you have to include name, phone number, and email address which is authenticated. Optional contact information. Here you have to write mailing address, brief professional title, branding statement, social media like LinkedIn, portfolio website, or blog. Contact information to avoid. Birth date. This could lead to ageism. So photo, unless you are applying for a modeling jig. So you have to have a formal photograph. This is how you have to write about me like that includes all these details. All these detail. Then step 3, write a winning resume introduction. You want to make a favorable impression from the very start. You want to make a favorable impression from the very start. Include a powerful resume introduction in your PowerPoint resume slideshow to win the hearts of potential employers. Plus, it's a great way to showcase your personality and who you are as a person. Here, you need to go with personal CV presentation. Your resume introduction is your gateway to show your personal brand. So, in general, you want to give a glimpse of you just by reading your resume introduction. It should be brief but also captivating so that recruiters will be hooked already. There are many ways to write a winning resume introduction. In your PowerPoint resume, here are some selections to choose from. There are many ways to write a winning resume introduction in your PowerPoint resume. Here are some selections to choose from. Qualification summary. Your main focus is on your qualifications. You can make a bullet point of your most outstanding career accomplishments. So, qualification summary is highly important here in resume part. Then, coming to the next thing, career objective. This briefly provides an overview of your professional skills and experience. It's usually a statement written in 2 or 3 sentences. It's like a thesis statement in one shot. Professional professional profile. Anyway, you are building a professional resume and you have to go with professional profile. A combination of qualifications, summary, and career objective. It is the most flexible resume introduction style. It can be written in a bullet point form or as a short paragraph or a short and sweet paragraph. Professional summary. This resume introduction summarizes the entire content of your resume. It's usually formatted into 4 or 5 bulleted sentences that highlight a specific part of the resume, the specific part of your resume. Step 4. List your relevant work experience. In a reverse chronological format resume, work experience is the king. But even with other resume formats, you still need to include your relevant experiences. In this resume building PowerPoint step, we'll take a look at the recommended details to include in your resume PowerPoint. Number 1, job title. This is the most important part of your work experience section. It should be placed on top of each work entry and must be highlighted for easy scanning. Company details. This should include the company name, city or state, and country you live in. Then date of employment. The time frame of your employment for each of your work experience entries. This can either be a year or a month and the year. So you need to mention time frame within the timeline regarding your work experience entries in a clear cut manner with a month and a year. Key responsibilities. They should encam- encapsulate your job description, be as specific as possible, tailor fit this to the position you are applying for, focus on the job you apply for, sprinkle some keywords that employers are looking for in a candidate. So use a nice vocab if possible with wonderful verbs that is still feasible to write your key responsibilities in your resume. List your education correctly. Step 5. List your education correctly. Your educational attainment provides your educational attainment provides your potential employers a glimpse of the foundation of your knowledge and aptitude. If you don't have a wide range of professional experiences, then highlight your education first. In contrast, make this section brief if you have got a wealth of work experience. The right order when writing our educational background is to put your highest degree first. If you have got the degrees of the same importance, add them in reverse chronological order. These are the things to keep in mind when listing down your education. University, college, technical school you attended. Remove high school unless you did not attend college. Degrees attained. List the degrees you have received, like BTech, MTech, MBA, MCA, or whatnot. Location of schools: city, state, country. List the school locations even which are mandate or necessary. Graduation date: month, year. Recent graduates can list the graduation date, but if you have been out of school a while, you may want to leave this off as it can contribute to ageism. So, recent graduates can list the graduation date. That's how it shows the month and year you got awarded. GPA. List this only if you have got the GPA 3 or greater GPA. So GPA is should be mentioned clear cut, in a clear cut manner. The number you have to add. Academic honors. List academic honors and awards. The internships and interns you had so far from your professional life began, when it began. Step 6: include relevant skills. The recruiters are particularly interested in skilled individuals. The more senior the job is, the more they want to hire people who have relevant skills. It means they won't have to invest in training and development. So that's why recruiters are particularly interested in skilled individuals. So, according to the need base, the company base, you have to set your skills, and that skill set is very important to obtain a beautiful job. There are many types of skills that you can include in your resume PowerPoint, but they generally fall under the following skills category: hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills. For instance, these are the teachable and measurable abilities and know how. Example: programming, Photoshop, and, and others. Soft skills. These are the traits ideal for a good and professional employee. Look at example: etiquette, adaptability, the skills you have, the personality development, communications, and all that, such that. Should you use only hard or soft skills? The answer is to combine both of these skill sets. Hiring managers are particularly looking for a wide range of abilities and skills. While hard skills show recruiters to know that you can do the job, soft skills will determine if you are a good fit for the company culturally. That's how the companies in recent world, they look at the soft skills, how much you are equipped with them. Like, here is a rundown of hard and soft skills to include in your resume PowerPoint. Technical skills. Example: computer know how. Verbal and non-verbal communication skills. Example, spoken and written language. Leadership and management skills. Example, critical thinking and decision making. Transferable skills. Abilities that can be carried over to a new role. This is how you need to write your professional skills. Things I am good at. Professional skills, like you need to mention and write it down. Step 7. Highlight your key achievements and awards. At this point, you have already covered the foundation of your resume PowerPoint, but highlighting your achievements and awards will help you solidify it more. Here are some things to include in this section. Certifications 1. Licenses 2. Awards, industry specific leadership 3, and more. 4. Publications 4. Grants 5. Academic honors 6. Scholarships 7. Work related projects 8. Likewise, you need to highlight your key achievements and awards here in this. So you can write my achievements and awards. Thereby you can write all this. Then step 8, show some personality. The above sections will already be expected by hiring managers. This gives them vital information to know if you are qualified for the job. But it won't really show much of your personality. What if you aren't a good fit culturally? So add this section to help you stand out in your resume PowerPoint. Here are some suggestions to include. So, number 1, volunteer positions. Number 2, professional affiliations. Number 3, languages. Number 4, hobbies and interests. Number 5, personal projects. These are the 5 aspects which you can include in this. Step 9. Write a complimentary cover letter. Step 9. Write a complimentary cover letter. In traditional resume templates, a cover letter isn't really mandatory, but it's also a great tactic to make sure you stand out from the rest of the applicants. You don't need a lengthy letter, recruiters are too busy to read that. So that's why you make your cover letter as simple with 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 a gist, the whole as a whole, in short and simple way, to introduce yourself in the form of cover letter to with the employer. Instead, write a cover letter to say the things that you can't place normally in the above sections. Don't tell things that hiring managers can read in your resume. Use your cover letter to connect to the recruiters on an emotional level. Cover letter, making this even the first and most. A cover letter complementing a resume in PowerPoint format. So, step 10. This is the last and final step. You can go ahead with it. That is how the step 10, proofread, save, and email your resume correctly. You have created your resume PowerPoint, but are you confident you didn't miss out anything? Don't rush sending it off. You still have to make sure you have got things in order. From misspelling, grammar, up to formatting, you have got to double check your drafted resume, PowerPoint before emailing it out. No more mistakes. Flawless resume always wins the heart of the employer, and that will give you a job guaranteed thing. It's also important to edit and remove any unnecessary things that you have included. Length isn't important here. Being concise is the key. Also, aside from PowerPoint, consider saving it in PDF format and it and in online places like LinkedIn or SlideShare, or even you can make your resume in YouTube also, like virtual resume. Once your PowerPoint resume is finalized, use it any situation where you need to explain your background and qualifications, or visual resume. To get even more mileage from your PowerPoint resume, consider converting it to a video. That is how you can put it in YouTube. In recent is a recent trend. Thank you all. I think you all have learned many things, how to make your resume, what is a visual resume, how it is going to be, and how that is like a green card entry for your job from the employer side, how you are going to get a beautiful and dream job with a handsome package. Thank you all. Let us see in the next session and see you all. Bye bye.